let's find this. Connor, you didn't lose focus yet, did you? Good evening, everyone. Many have referred to me as a human dictionary over the past few years, so I thought it would be fitting to start with a few definitions. The definition of graduation in Webster's Unabridged Dictionary, yes, I looked it up in an actual book, is the ceremony of conferring degrees or diplomas, as at a college or school, and an act of graduating, the state of being graduated. This seems so final and concrete, as though we get our diploma and that's it, off into the world with you. But this ceremony today is also known as commencement as well. That word, by definition, is an act or instance of commencing, a beginning. How did these two drastically different words wind up describing the same thing? This moment we are about to share is so intricate an accomplishment that is defined by antonyms, the end and the beginning. What are we supposed to speak about on occasions like these? How we are the future, the next generation of inventors, workers, defenders, and performers? But then again, how will a message like that sink in as we're finally leaving high school and the anticipation of it is cloying the air? At this point, we are obviously focused on our next stepping stone, but the shore on the other side is still too far away to see. The cliche thing to say here is that graduation is not the end of something. This is the celebration of commencement, the start of something new and unknown. But it is more fluid than that even. We are at a crossroads. We have come very far down one road, and while we are able to look back, you really have no reason to turn around. As Grady Martin wisely put it, if high school is the best 4 years of your life, then you have nothing to look forward to. Right now, there are many paths in front of you, but the ultimate destination of each is hidden. That in itself is a pretty scary thought. Going off into the unknown and only seeing a small section ahead of you at a time. So today, we are faced with decisions. Life does not get easier from here, but it becomes fuller. You may start walking down the wrong path, but only you can determine whether to turn around and take a different road or not. There is much pressure on us now to choose wisely using the experiences that we have gathered thus far. The reality is that, yes, we are the future, but we are also the present. And while this is a new beginning for us, we cannot forget the past roads we have taken. Every end is the start of something new. We must grow and thrive so that we are not stuck in the middle of these crossroads. Each one of us is capable of as much as we are willing to achieve. Once the motivation and driving force behind our actions disappears, we are left with a meaningless void or an empty road. As much as each of us has control over our future, we cannot be intimidated to ask one another for help and guidance. We can accomplish great deeds, and they'll be even greater if we collaborate with each other than trying to do everything individually. We need each other. We need each unique attribute the 179 of us have been bringing to the table for the past 4 years. The individual may survive without the whole, but the whole cannot exist without the individual. So, back to how wonderful we are and how, in graduating high school, the future is ours to create and mold. It is true, but it will only be a bright future if we make it that way. Standing at those crossroads, we may look around and see the same people as those seated next to us right now. This lets everyone know that we are all in the same position, trying to leave our own mark on the world. This changing the world business is great, as it should be. If everything were easy, there would be nothing to work towards. But these pressures to make a change will be alleviated if we create a united front of those around us now, and with those we'll meet down whatever path we choose. Approaching the future as a group will dissipate the pressure with a lighter and more manageable load for each of us. It remains to be seen how the ceremony of graduation or commencement affects each of us. Will it be an end, or will it be the beginning of an amazing life? As you choose which direction your next step is going to be in, remember this saying by Douglas Adams: "I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be." Congratulations, everyone, on reaching this milestone, and let's make the next step on our path, walking up to get our diplomas.
can we prepare for the presentation of diplomas?